Hello and welcome to WedHub's stream of Command & Conquer Tiberian Sun Reborn, celebrating the 22nd anniversary of Tiberian Sun. So yeah, hey guys, how's it going? I'm Oa, and I'm here to host this here stream tonight, where we're going to play some games of Reborn, and yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. So yeah, I'm just attempting to connect to the server right now. We'll see if we can get that done. Let me just check a few things. Okay. Give me 1 second. We will be up and running very shortly. We're just going to tweak something quickly and we will be back up and running. Okay. And we are back up and running now, so let me join the game. We are in. Alright. We are up and running. Let me just make the game a little bit quieter. It's a very loud game. Look at all these sliders going down. Let's take a look. Right. Oh, hey, Playman on YouTube chat. Hello, not much of a big question or something, but how's development running? Yeah, development run is currently running pretty well. We have recently been taking a look at Reborn again, because recently our development team has been kind of preoccupied with other projects. We run quite a few projects here at W3D Hub, including Red Alert Path Beyond, Interim Apex. Few other bits and pieces, Red Alert 2 Apocalypse Rising, which we still haven't released yet. So yeah, we have been looking at Reborn tentatively to kind of see what we can do to update it. We recently put out this small update to nerf cyborgs and do some other stuff to Tiberian healing, but there is a much bigger update in the pipeline that's going to hopefully fix a lot of the issues that people have in this game. Yeah, our big 2.0 release has basically a big, massive re-implementation of all the mechs in the game. We're looking at implementing sprinting, which is a big feature from some of our other games. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but there's quite a lot of stuff that are just small quality of life improvements that we'd like to make. You know? Yeah, here we go. This Wolverine and Titan rush. See if we can do some damage. Attack bug is going to run. it's just a Wolverines and a Titan. But yeah, it seems to be working. So we'll see. Not actually come to defend the spike. That laser's going to give us some problems, maybe. Focus it though, should be alright. Yeah, easy. But yeah, over the course of this stream, if you've got any questions or anything about the game or any of our other games, feel free to leave them in the chat. I've got my chat open so I can take a look and read what you guys are saying. Yeah. So, for example, if you want to see any particular units in this game, I can buy them and play as them to show them off. Looks like we succeeded getting that one laser, but I don't think our attack's been pretty blunted now, so we're gonna have to spread out and be all sneaky.
Hand of North under attack.
Someone's got to come and find me soon.
Hand of North under
This is a peak gameplay moment here, guys. So shoot Cabal in the face many times, and you'll win. I'm not going to win, he's got Arnold in here. Yeah, killed by Arnold. Arnold is the cyborg. Alright. GDI stepping it up. We've got some Hover MRLS, we've got a Mammoth Mark II. Let's do some damage. What we got? What can we do? Disruptor. Yeah. We'll get a officer. I'm on it. Follow me. Yeah, I think Nod's a bit of asleep at the wheel during this battle at the moment. You may see that this, may notice that this Mammoth Mark II is slightly floating off the ground. This is a bug, and this is a bug we have fixed in later versions of the game. But yeah, there are a lot of odd bugs in this version. Hey, it adds a lot to the character of the game. Oh look, that's not very good. Can't let him. That's not going to be great. Oh no! Oh yeah, got him. Mutant hijackers are an absolute nightmare if you don't see them, because they could just steal your vehicle. A mutant got absolutely wrecked.
Production facility under attack.
So yeah, chat. Tiberian Sun's turning 22 years old. It's 22nd anniversary of Tiberian Sun. What are all of your favourite Tiberian Sun moments that you remember when you play that game, and what really makes you like that game, and yeah, what brings back those good memories? Hey, Mr. Tim, good to see you.
Cluster under attack.
Oh man, yeah. That was a great moment when you have those missions where they have the X-66 mammoth tanks just lying around, and also the missions where you find the old derelict bases as well. That was really, really good. They didn't have to do that, but it was just so good that they did.
Hand of Nod under attack.
They've stolen that disruptor. Oh dear. Nod's actually waking up. This is not good. Yeah, design of the Titan and Wolverine are absolutely on point in this game. The Titan especially is just an absolutely beautiful unit. Oh yeah. There's plenty of. I made a mod for Tiberian Sun once as well back in the day. It was really cool. It was just such a nice, easy game to mod.
Base under attack.
Yeah, I pretty much like what they've done with the Titan and Wolverine and Renegade X as well. Like they've allowed the I think they've got the Titan can sprint and stuff like that, which is quite cool. Both the Titan and Wolverine can sprint. It's kind of an interesting mechanic. His Titans do nothing against this Tic Tank. I'm gonna have to
Tiberian
retreat.
refinery under attack.
Hey, it's Hyper. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Come for the party, have you? Hey, Gannon. Good to see you. Great stream yesterday, by the way, with your games in Shattered Paradise. It was really good watching. Alright, I should probably not do this on my own. Well, I've got the tank killer here, he's a destroyer, and there's an enforcer there. I need more vehicles, really need more backup. Man, Tiberian Sun Rising takes me back because I remember when I was back in the. Wow, I'm showing my age now. This is back in like 2006, I'd like to say, or 2007. My mods, Red Alert 2 Apocalypse Rising, joined up with CNC Source with Assassin, where they were making Tiberian Sun Rising for the General's engine. And that was before CNC3 had come out. Yeah, there's a lot of history to that mod, and Assassin's a really good guy who knows his shit when it comes to Tiberian Sun. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that coming out, Tiberian Sun Rising. I think it's going to be amazing. Oh, there's a stealth tank behind me. Yeah, Nod are actually pushing back now. We're going to have to do something about this. I wonder what my team's doing. Let's go look at the War Factory. Yeah, you constantly got to be checking around you for these stealth tanks, and also for Devil Stones popping up as well. They're particularly nasty. Let's get the Hover MRLS. People seem to like that. I like it too because it's fast. You get out into the combat really quickly. Yeah, Royals. So the Renegade remake games like this one, Tiberian Sun Reborn, Red Alert Path Beyond, Red Alert 2 Apocalypse Rising, don't generally come with single player components because they're kind of time consuming to make, and also we find that the awesome thing about these games is the multiplayer modes, and anything we make for the multiplayer modes then goes on to have kind of infinite value in terms of people playing it over and over again. Whereas, yeah, if the single player stuff's really cool, and I can see like from a player perspective why you kind of want that. But it's a lot of effort for something that might only get played once. But hey, like with all things, never say never. Anytime. Well, I can't for hogs. Maybe that will help. Yeah, it's me, Tim. It's me. It's actually me. Oh dear. Ah, it's a cyborg commando.
Base under attack.
Someone's just left this MRLS in the base. I'm not sure whose it is. I know this one's probably mine. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go with Gummy. I know he's a good player. Mihai's like, oh, we need Battle for Dune. I'm like, my response to that is, Mihai, we gotta stop the goddamn delay, man. That's yeah, the only he's been waiting 3.5 years. Gotta stop the delay, man. As soon as we stop the delay, then we'll, yeah, you know. Man, a Tiberian Sun Remastered Edition would be really good, right? Ah! That's a hijacker. I was like, oh no. Lapse of consciousness for a second. Oh man. Oh, that's not good. I'm going away from there. Hey, we've got Ghost Stalker out here. He's going to help me. Oh. Or maybe not. Hey Mojo. This is Tiberian Sun Reborn, which is a free FPS FPS and first and third person shooter of Tiberian Sun in the Renegade engine. Alright, infantry rush it is, I guess. Just park their bike over there. So they can snipe us and run away like cowards. Right. Look at that. Little buggy just absolutely just slinking away. Confessors are quite tough. It's only me and Trolloc here. Oh, and that that guy. Ah, it's PXD! He's gonna kill me because PXD is really good at this game, and I'm not. There you go. Alright, chat, what we thinking? What we feeling? What are we gonna get? We've got disc throwers, we've got jump jets, we've got riot troopers, we've got enforcers, we've got disruptors, we've got juggernauts. What are we thinking? Harvester attack. Yes, sir. Alright, disc thrower. I'm not going to take that harvester attack suggestion seriously. We've got 6,000 credits. But hey, what if we go Juggernaut? So something that we are looking to put into this game in response to the harvester attack is I don't know if you guys remember in Tiberian Sun when your harvester harvests blue Tiberium, it turns into a bomb. So if it gets destroyed while it's carrying blue Tiberium, it blows up. So yeah, we were going to do something similar with that. So you could harvest a bunch of blue Tiberium and then drive it into the enemy base and detonate it, which would make harvester attack actually viable. So this Juggernaut, yeah, you have to deploy it first, and this and Mojo, this isn't a squad-based game. These are all players running around.
Your base under attack.
Oh no. This is doing no damage. Oh no. Please have it, no. If I had like some sort of crush tech, I'd just roll back over him and destroy him, but yeah, it looks like I can't do that. But I've got disc thrower, so surprise. Try, but I'm gonna get his tic tank. Yeah, he's gonna kill me because I'm playing this disc thrower. So unless I score a really good shot, yeah. Negative. Tim, you say debris model. So technically, this engine isn't actually Sage. It's W3D, which is like an earlier engine that Westwood built. The only thing that this engine shares with Sage is the renderer. So that's the only thing that's really similar about this. Is you don't have a world builder or any of that other stuff that you get with Generals or CC3. So it might be a bit different. I'm not sure. We've got things called tiles, terrain, skin meshes, all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, Mojo. So this is our base that I'm standing in right now. We have to defend this base. The Nod base is over there somewhere, and we have to go and get it and destroy it. And that's the aim of the game: is to destroy the enemy base. Nod guy in the best GDI unit. That's a paradox. It looks like we're mounting a bit of an assault here. There's a cyborg commander there. I've seen the green plasma. There's a tic tac deployed there. What else have we got here? We've got a okay. Cyborg commander's down. Take this tic tac out now. Yeah, we're pushing. We're absolutely pushing. Oh right, yeah. No, Tim, we can do that. We could do like destroyed versions of vehicles and stuff like that. That's something that we can absolutely do. It's just the cost of actually making that for art is quite a lot of time.
Harvester under attack.
I believe there's actually a script in some Renegade. Oh, so that's Commando. There's a script in some of the some Renegade servers that basically allow husks of vehicles to spawn after they die, after they get killed, and then you can repair those husks into full vehicles again, which is a kind of a cool mechanic.
Destroy that vehicle.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh no.
You got it.
Right, let's take a jump jet.
Over and out.
5 minutes remaining.
I kind of like this guy because you can do the wiggle with him, and the wiggle is this. But yeah, don't ask me how the jump jet flies without any kind of propellant coming out the back of his jetpack. Yeah, it's just magic. It's hacks.
Harvester under attack.
Right. I'm gonna find something to shoot at. Ah, yeah, that's a Cyber Commando. Gonna hide in this tree.
Harvester under attack.
4 minutes remaining.
Oh. Right, we've got a mammoth coming in. There's a stealth tank down there. I'm gonna go and fight the stealth tank. If I can get over there quickly enough. Come on in. Love this verticality of the gameplay, the stealth tank underneath the bridge, the mammoth on top of it. Oh, I've lost him. Oh dear. Wiggle for your life. I'm being sniped now. That's not good.
Unit reporting.
Alright, GDI is winning. We've got 2 minutes to go. Well, 2 now. Oh, wow. Yes. Let's get a enforcer.
Going down. Defend the base.
Oh. They went without me. No good.
Defend the base. Enemy spotted.
Just gonna steal this because doesn't look like anyone was driving it.
Defend the base.
Wow.
Unit reporting.
Absolutely wrecked. I think we need to bring out a Juggernaut. Because we're going to have to do some counter artillery here, because they're bringing up an artillery. That's no good.
Base under attack.
There's a devil's tug in the base. How did that get there? Just gonna blow it up.
Broad
Let's do
power
it.
plant under attack. Base under attack. Broad power plant destroyed. Broad production facility under attack.
Oh, looks like we're gonna win this one. 30 seconds to go, and we've got 300 points on the enemy. As long as that Mark II doesn't go down, we're gonna win, I think. Oh no, we've actually got quite a lot of points over the enemy now.
GDI power plant under attack. Under attack.
Nice.
Unit lost.
That is a very good question, Tim. For people on the YouTube who don't see the Twitch chat, Tim has asked, as a modder and a game developer yourself, Oa, do you think that upcoming generations of games should release mod tools more often? For example, the new Battlefield 2042. The short answer is yes. I think modding is amazing for the games industry, not just to make cool stuff and elongate the life of your game. It's also cool to basically teach people how to make games and kind of teach the developers of tomorrow how to kind of make games and fiddle around with them. So yeah, I think modding, on top of being an amazing thing that elongates the life of a game way past its shelf life, yeah, also a great tool for learning how to do stuff. Because like you can pick up like Unity or Unreal and start making your own game, but at the same time, there is quite a high barrier to entry. You need to kind of be quite dedicated to making things. A lot of the content you start with isn't there and all that kind of stuff. When you're modding a game, you could literally just change a couple of values to make something really overpowered, and you've made a mod, and that's it. And you can go on then to kind of up your ambitions bigger and better, and it's going to be, yeah, you can do anything with it. So yeah, modding, super valuable. Absolutely love it. I love the fact that that EA are making Battlefield Portal for Battlefield 2042. That's going to be super good. I think people are going to have a lot of fun with that, especially the scripting API. There's a lot of budding scripters out there who I know who want to get their teeth into that. So yeah.
Harvester under attack.
Airstrikes in interim Apex, asks Sleeper. That's more of a question for Yap. He's the lead developer of interim Apex. I know that there are limitations to this engine, this old crusty game engine, that basically means that we can't do all of the stuff that we'd like to do. Laser call-ins, like airstrikes included. But I mean, it's not something that you can rule out. Eventually, we might be able to do it. You never know. Right, so we need to wait for the harvester to get back because that's going to give us some money. Yeah, I think if games like Frostpunk had modding support, then people would still be playing them. There's still people playing Tiberian Sun, Generals, Red Alert 2. Red Alert 2 is actually very, very popular still. Daily active users on Red Alert 2 is nearly in the thousands. And that's great for like a 20-plus-year-old game. I'm going to pick a bike. Because not it's all about bikes, and bikes are really cool. So we changed the physics on the bike, so it's a lot nicer to drive around when you're not lagging out completely. So yeah, it's, there we go. Aha. Do real cool hit and run stuff with this. no. I will lure them into the obelisk. The obelisk will deal. The obelisk will, will deal with them for me. Ah! Do we have a repair vehicle yet? That's the question. I don't think we do. Yeah, in the newer version of TSR, we've actually given Nod a service depot, because that's one of the main things that is really annoying about Nod, is that you have to buy an MRV and then have it just kicking about the base ready for someone to steal. So yeah, one of the things we're changing about that is to add an actual yeah, you know, service depot in a classical sense. We've got a stealth generator. That stealth generator is parked right in front of the refinery, so that's probably going to block the harvester.
GDI base under attack.
We got MRB yet? Yeah, we do. Nope. Oops. It's yeah, there we go. Got them in the end. I need repairs. All right.
GDI base under attack. Base under attack.
What have we got out in the field? We've got Reaper. Where? All right, the bikes. Bikes are awesome.
GDI production facility
Come and attack this harvester.
Non-production facility under attack.
That's a Mammoth Mark II. Oh dear. Oh, nearly ran him over. Nearly.
Facility under attack.
Y2K was nearly Y2 dead. Alright, let's do some sick stunts, yo. Yeah.
Non-production facility under attack.
Is on? Is on the factory under attack? Let's have a look. Maybe it's under attack. GDI done. GDI being sneaky with their
GDI harvester
other
under
dudes.
attack.
Maybe not. Oh yeah, they got orcas. That's why. There's another one there. Absolute orcas. Ugh.
GDI harvester under attack. Base under attack.
Yeah. Get out of there. Oh. It's alright, I'll use the noob tube. Boop.
GDI base
Makes the this is the best sound in the game. Get ready for this. Get ready for this. I love it. Alright, Tim asks, what's your opinion about fan projects made based on existing IPs, let's say Star Wars and Halo? The code of conduct from Microsoft and Disney prevents fans on making a game using that title. Do you think the fan project should be allowed if the project and the team behind it clearly state they are not involved with the original IP owners? Yeah, it's a tough one. There are instances in which I think a company should probably protect its IP. To give an example, just things that are really kind of low quality or aim to offend, or just really crass, that kind of stuff. But if you've got like a really like high quality fan project, for example, there was a really high quality Metroid fan project a while back. There's obviously several other projects that have been kind of shut down in the past that have been very high quality. but also just fan projects. I think that, yeah, whilst the company has to protect its IP against people who want to make money off it, I think that people who are, and also people who want to just make absolute shit out of the IP. But yeah, I think there is kind of like, there should be legitimate leeway for people who want to make actual quality fan projects, and who just really love the franchise and want to extend it in their own way. I think people should just be able to do that, because at the end of the day, with high quality projects such as this one, for example, that you can all play now for free if you download the W3D Hub launcher. Plug. Yeah, if you kind of get some of these kind of like high quality fan projects, like all they do really is extend the reach of your IP or of the company's IP that it is based on. So I don't see any harm with it personally. Obviously, if we went around and put dicks on everything and then tried to market it as like a legitimate fan project, I don't think EA would like that too much, and they'd probably shut us down. But because oh crap! Oh no, we're gonna lose our war factory.
Harvester under attack.
I think we saved it. I think we bloody saved it. Yes!
Harvester under attack.
Yeah, sometimes, going back to the previous topic, sometimes people could be, well, IP owners can be a bit heavy-handed. Nintendo especially are known for it, so it's kind of sad really. People absolutely love the franchise they're making.
Harvester under
They can't
attack.
express that by making fan games. It's kind of sad.
Unit lost.
Alright, Igor the Blarg said earlier that he likes Devil's Tongues, so I'm going to buy one. I need to wait for there we go, production queue.
Take the point. Affirmative.
Let's turn on the fire. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, now because because I dug underground, now my Devil's Tongue is all ghostly, which means I'm underground. So GDI units can't see me. Nod units can see me, so they can coordinate. It's quite cool.
Harvester under attack.
Yeah, fan projects should not be able to make money out of what they're making. That's part of the deal. You're making something based on someone else's IP, so you shouldn't be able to make money off it. We don't make money off this. We ask for donations to keep the servers running, but we don't actually make any money from actually developing these games. We do it out of our love of Command & Conquer. I'm going to ambush this Titan. Haha! Surprise! I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. Oh no, he's going to get absolutely destroyed. I'm going to dig back underground. There we go.
Under attack.
Perfect execution. Patrick O'Neill says, how do you like E10? I'm not sure what E10 is. You'll have to elaborate on that one. Ah! Absolutely got me. Absolutely japed, mate. Nice one. Right. I need repairs.
I need repairs. I need repairs. I need repairs. I need repairs.
Yeah, you can't say thank you in this game, so the default way of saying thank you in Renegade is affirmative. But where? There you go. Devil Stones are awesome.
Harvester under attack.
These GDI boys come in here. I'm gonna run over this medic. Hello. Oh shit! I ran into a wall. The lag's taking me. Okay, we got it. I think. Wow, yeah. I think I've
Harvester under
super lagged.
attack.
Oh no, that was not good. Absolutely wrecked. Yeah, so the underground part is really cool. So we do actually want to improve it as well, because currently what you can do is you can just dig underground and stay underground, and you can drive all around the enemy base and pretty much scout all of their units for free, which is not great, in all honesty.
Harvester under attack.
But yeah, something that we do want to do is improve the subterranean vehicles, so maybe you kind of have a little bit of limited vision and stuff like that.
GDI production facility under attack.
Oh, we've got a bit of lag. Oh, and the game crashed. This happens. Don't worry about it. I will go and quickly reboot the server. Yeah, so Patrick from YouTube says, "Did you help create this game?" Yep, I'm one of the developers on this game. Well, this is a mod, really. It's a fancy mod. Let me just see if I can connect to the server and get this back up and running. Oh wow, okay. So this this mod has had a long development cycle. It's been in development for many years. I would say that the development on this particular project was started in 2003, which makes this mod nearly 20 years old. Obviously, we've been kind of improving it and keeping it maintained over the years, but yeah, it's a labour of love. Yeah, so it looks like I can't actually connect to the server box to reset the server, so let me see what's happening. Yeah, it's 20 years, nearly 20 years at least. There's been an innumerable number of people working on it over the years. Absolutely, tons of people have walked in and out of this this game. I would say over probably over 50 different people have worked on this for sure. Now we're down to a core team of about 5 or 6 people. But all of those people are also working on other projects as well. So, hey, Chronostorm, thanks for joining. You've joined just as the servers crashed, so I'm trying to get it back up at the moment. We just as a bit of a disclaimer, we have actually had a bit of a problem recently with someone DDoS attacking or denial of service attacking our servers. We've had it on Interim Apex, and also I think the Renegade X people have been having it, and also a number of Renegade servers. So it might be due to that. Hey, that's good to hear, Havoc. You absolutely smashed me in that tick tank earlier. That was really fun. Right. I wonder if I can actually get this up. I think this might have been a denial of service attack. It's all good, man. It's all good. What do you do during your day job? I'm actually a game developer, so I'm a game designer as my day job, and yeah, I just do this for fun. So I make games, and then I come home and I make more games. Okay, so Kawiki31 asked, did Renegade X use some reborn models for some vehicles, or did they replace it all? So Renegade X, we're actually pretty good friends with the Renegade X team, and when they were first starting Firestorm, they needed obviously some assets to use as placeholders for their new mode or their new game, in fact. So yeah, we basically just said, hey, you're free to use all the Tiberian Sun Reborn models to kind of get you guys going, and I think it's been really helpful for those guys because they've been able to actually have art in place while prototyping everything, so that when the actual art is ready, they can just slide it all in, which is pretty good. And yeah, no, we have a good relationship with the Renegade X team. At the end of the day, we're all looking out for the same thing. We're looking for basically making really awesome CNC FPS projects. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We any way where we can collaborate is always a win. Right, let's see. Yeah, apologies for this. We seem to have experienced an outage, which is kind of annoying. I'm messaging a few people now to see if we can get this thing back up and running. Yeah, in the meantime, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask me. We're going to give it a few minutes, and then we'll connect back to the server. In the meantime, though, let's stick some classic tunes on. There we go. So yeah, Riles, the mod does in fact have the old mammoth tank in the old GDI colours as well. Yeah, we've got that. It's still in the files, but yeah, it's not on any of the maps at the moment. I think at one point you could get it as a crate, a unit. I'm not sure if you could still get it as a crate unit. But if moderators want to spawn it, then they can spawn it in the game. Alright, so yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a quick look at while we're waiting. Let's take a look at the content that you guys are still you can still experience over the course of the week. Obviously, it's not just us doing celebrating Tiberian Sun's 22nd anniversary this week. So yeah, let's take a look. So yeah, obviously Open Ra Shattered Paradise was yesterday, which is an absolutely brilliant mod for Open Ra, which really kind of leverages the Tiberian Sun package that they're making for Open Ra and adds in a bunch of cool stuff. They've got all the factions, well, all the factions that you expect in a Tiberian Sun game: Nod, GDI, the Forgotten, Cabal, and the Skrin. So yeah, go check that one out. Obviously today we've got Tiberian Sun Reborn. Hopefully we can get the server back up soon. But yeah, come check us out. www.w3dhub.com. Tomorrow we've got Tiberian Sun Warzone. Tiberian Warzone, which I'm not actually too familiar with. So that'll be interesting to check that one out. And then on Saturday, Dawn of the Tiberian Age, which is a real classic Tiberian Sun mod, which is a really it's just really good DTA. It's been in development for ages, and yeah, loads of stuff going on over there. A really kind of unique art style as well, in the sense that it takes the art from the older games and kind of plugs it into Tiberian Sun. So when I say the older games, I mean Tiberian Dawn and Red Alert 1, and definitely plugs it into Tiberian Sun, which is, yeah, super awesome. So definitely check out DTA. It's also completely free as well. So yeah. Renegade's Firestorm, I believe there's some sort of dev Q&A on Sunday. Obviously, yeah, Renegade's Firestorm is super exciting. A really cool twist on Tiberian Sun. Or a Tiberian Sun FPS. So that's going to be cool. Tiberian Sun Rising, yeah, definitely waiting for that one. That's going to come on Monday. There's going to be some awesome stuff from Assassin and the team over at TSR. Yeah, looking forward to that one. Tiberian Resurrection then, I'm not too familiar with this one either, but it sounds really awesome. Twisted Insurrection, which is probably the second, I don't know which is the biggest out of DTA or Twisted Insurrection, but they're both very, very big and notable projects in the Tiberian Sun community. Yeah, so yeah, definitely check out Twisted Insurrection. They've got a whole plethora of new units, structures, campaigns, extra, and a brilliant new soundtrack with actually tracks that Frank Laplacki has actually contributed on himself. So that's really cool. Tiberian Genesis is changing gears. That is another FPS rendition of Tiberian Sun, but this time in the Arma 3 engine. So that is a really, really cool project. Sentry is the guy that leads that one up, and he's just a really nice guy. So yeah, go support his project there on Thursday. Friday we've got for Arma 3. So yeah, Friday it's Tiberian Sun. Well, yeah, what can you say about Tiberian Sun? It's probably the most atmospheric game in the Command & Conquer franchise. Yeah, I'll spell my words out with my mouth. But yeah, definitely I think there's gonna be a tournament and some stuff. So definitely check that one out. It's gonna have some really high level Tiberian Sun play. If you're curious about what Tiberian Sun is like at a high level, definitely check it out. Then on Saturday we've got Tiberian Odyssey. This is looking really exciting. We've got there's certainly a lot of cool people working on Tiberian Odyssey. I believe Hyper works on it, and he's doing some cool stuff for it. I've not checked out the project too much, which I probably should, because it sounds really awesome. The premise is really cool. So yeah, definitely check out Tiberian Odyssey. And then we finish on Sunday with Fade and Dusk. And again, I don't really know too much about Fade and Dusk, so I won't pretend to know and be the expert on it. But yeah, definitely check it out. Alright, it looks like the server is back up. So let's head back in game. Da, 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 da. Let's see. So that's the one. Gonna join back. Yeah, so Tiberian Genesis has been on a few different engines. I believe it was on Crysis, the Cry engine at one point. But yeah, very cool game. Looks like we're getting a server interruption again. Oh, no, we're in. We're in. We're in. Excellent. Right. Let's go back to it. Wonder if I can get out of the helipad. Oh no, this is... Connection to server interrupted again. This is not great. Oh, sorry Patrick, I didn't answer your question. What part of game design do you do? I am a kind of a battle and units designer. So I design units for RTS games. Yeah, looks like we've been absolutely japed again. So let's see. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like this is it's not going too well at the moment, but there is something we can do in the meantime, and that's check out the new version of Tiberian Sun Reborn. If you give me a second, I will get it built and we can boot it up and have a run around. So yeah, we can, in the it's kind of annoying that the actual public server keeps going down. I think, yeah, there's some sort of DDoS attack going on, which is not good. It's been happening quite frequently recently, so that is not great. But hey, we'll deal with it. How's everyone doing anyway? You guys excited for the rest of the week where all the other projects are gonna have some showcases on? Tim, don't stress yourself out, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's going to be a cool event, and I'm sure everyone's going to have fun. I think, yeah, definitely Tiberian Sun Rising is going to be really cool to see. So, regardless of whether your animations are done, so I think, yeah, it's going to be super good. All right, Patrick asks, I'm a Java programmer, but I want to get into the programming. I want to get into programming game logic. What's the most used language in game development? C++. C++ is the language that is used a lot in game development. C# as well, but mostly C++. C++ is generally for kind of like engine and gameplay programmers. C# is generally used for scripting logic, so designers or technical designers use that. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would be DDoSing our nice free game, but yeah, it's just someone with too much time on their hands, obviously. Yeah, I would. When it comes to C# for logic scripting, I would say that a lot of Unity engine uses a lot of C# for if you want to kind of create stuff in that, and that's a very good engine for C#. Yeah, there's just something happening at the moment in the community. I think all of the Renegade content's getting DDoS'd indiscriminately, which is kind of sad. Chronostorm asks, how are you using your current game dev skills in the W3D Hub games? Oh right, hang on. Before I answer that, I'm just going to ask her. Patrick. I think there is someone DDoSing the server. It's been happening to Renegade X and all of the other Renegade servers as well. They've been going down a lot, and there seems to be someone in the community who people think it might be. So yeah, we have a renegade in the Renegade community, as blah 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 says. I hope I pronounced that correctly. How are you using your game dev skills in the W3D Hub games? The key behind making a strong and stable modding community is organisation, and using infrastructure to your advantage. So basically, we have built quite a powerful infrastructure that basically runs all of our games for us. We have a content distribution system in our launcher, which allows us basically to just distribute builds to people and all sorts of stuff. It's just really, really good. So basically, this knowledge of how games work and how game companies are structured and all sorts of stuff has kind of poured into this community, and we're able to do things at kind of a much higher level and organise at a much higher level than if we were just kind of not doing it a bit kind of on a more kind of amateur scale. But yeah, basically a lot of our stuff runs through our forums. It's connected to our development chat in Slack. We've got all of our games on GitHub repos, so we've got source control for all of our stuff, so if we don't lose it and all that kind of stuff, and if we need to roll back to a specific version, we can do that really easily. We have a build system, so basically if we want to build our scripts or we want to build our maps, we can just do that at a push of a button. We basically streamlined the way you can mod these games and improve the toolage and everything to do with them, and it's really, really cool now. Modding these games is really fun. So I'm going to I've got Tiberian Sun 2.0 ready now, so Tiberian Sun Reborn 2.0, so we'll take a look at it. Let me just switch the streams over. Alright. So this is the new version of TSR that we haven't actually released yet. So we've got all sorts of stuff. I'm going to pull out this map.
Unit ready.
So yeah, we're standing inside the new war factory that Chopban made. Chopban altered. It's looking a lot different to the old war factory. It's now got an upstairs section that's not on those horrible lifts that take you up to these areas. You kind of go up here, up these steps, and into here, and there's a room where the MCT is. We're aiming to populate this room full of like computers and stuff, and you can look over like what's being built. So if I wanted to build a Wolverine, for example, yes. And before I build anything, obviously we've got sidebar tabs now, so you can tab through all of the different units in the game. It's all really cool. So yeah, I built a Wolverine. There it is.
Unit ready.
There it is. Also, you can go up to the roof. And yeah, to deal with anyone who decides to go on the roof. But yeah, there's this version is we hope going to be like the definitive version of Tiberian Sun Reborn when it comes out. It's certainly on its way. We've got some really good stuff coming. But yeah, if you guys want to ask about anything within this new version, let us know. Yeah, so one of the things we wanted to revamp was the mechs, because the mechs didn't look right. They floated a lot and they kind of slid around a lot. Now the mechs are kind of very big, very stompy. They don't slide anymore. The Renegade X team actually made some cool animations for these mechs to go into their Firestorm project. Obviously, because they've made new mechs, they've made new animations, so they didn't need the old animations. So we adapted them when we've taken these animations that the Renegade X guys made, and we've gone ahead and made this into used the new animations on our mechs. So it's all really nice now. It's come full circle. And also because this is now on version 5 of the engine. The current version of Reborn is on version 4. We have hosts to a whole new set of features, such as first-person cameras. So we've got first-person camera for the Titan now, which is super good. No, Tim, the Vex don't have sprint. That's that's specifically a Renegade X design decision. I think we'll let them deal with that. Yeah. So this is the Titan. This is the Wolverine, and this is actually my personal favourite out of all of the mechs at the moment. Well, I say probably. I mean, they're all my favourite really, but so yeah, the Wolverine's very fast for a mech. It's got first-person camera, and then when you fire it, get your beams out, boys, because Wolverine go burr. So something you may notice as well is that whenever I aim at something, my gun barrels automatically kind of aim at it like that, and I can kind of do this, and that's because there's actually a new piece of tech that allows the gun barrels to move inwards towards targets rather than actually being kind of like having a gap in the middle where you could potentially miss. So yeah, now it's yeah, Wolverine is super good. Love it very much. Yeah, you guys want to see any units in particular? I could get anything out of the box and show it off. Well, mainly the balance and the maps. We don't have that many maps. I guess I could. I wonder if this actually works. We'll do bot count. Do bot count 30 and see what happens. I've got new harvester models courtesy of Tiberian Genesis. Sentry was really nice and lets have his harvester model, which is cool. These bots are going to go to war now. You can thank Sentry for the harvester model. It's really, really good. I'm going to get a hover and let's see. Let's get a officer. Yeah, officer.
I'm on it.
Oh, what's the hardest thing about... So yeah, Chronostorm asks, what's the hardest thing about balancing the game, and was Tiberian Sun ever balanced? So the hardest thing about balancing the game is that the two factions are very asymmetric. GDI and Nod both have their own kind of strengths and weaknesses. Nod is a very mobile faction. GDI is a very kind of heavily armoured faction. I need to watch where I'm driving. Yeah, and what was I saying? Yeah, so Nod very, very fast, GDI very, very armoured, and you need to be able to balance that speed and hit and run capability with that kind of heavy armour and power that GDI bring to the table. So yeah, it's a tricky balance. I think we're doing quite well at the moment. Obviously, the game was built, Tiberian Sun, the original game, was built to be inherently asymmetrical. And I think that if we were to go against that too much, it wouldn't be true to the original game. But yeah, I don't think Tiberian Sun particularly was a very balanced game. But that's because it was an RTS, really. It had some flaws, such as you know, the artillery being 100% accurate. That was a pretty big glaring flaw with the game, along with a number of other things. So yeah, was it a design decision to make Reborn very different from the OG Renegade? So it wasn't always. Tiberian Sun Reborn, or CNC Reborn as it used to be called, initially was just a straight reskin of Renegade. They were going to reskin Renegade, add a bunch of different characters that were basically the Renegade characters but reskinned, and then just use the vehicles from Tiberian Sun and kind of hope that it would work. But that ended up with like a project that wasn't very true to Tiberian Sun, I don't think. And so when we kind of inherited this project, we wanted to do something kind of big with it and make it into like a true, like a true Tiberian Sun to Renegade kind of conversion, or Tiberian Sun to FPS conversion. So we've taken kind of like a hard look at the original game, Tiberian Sun, and basically redesigned and rebalanced the entire game around what we think would make a really good, authentic Tiberian Sun FPS experience. Right, so Libra isn't original asks, who helped form an agreement between W3D and Wallywood? Yeah, so last year we had a bit of a situation with some asset ownership, but to be honest, like it was Wally himself who came forward and formed the agreement and kind of realised that letting the community have the game and develop the game is better than keeping it locked in a box somewhere. So yeah, it was really kind of good of him to do that. So yeah, we got no qualms against Wally. He's a really great guy. It's just we didn't agree on a couple of things back then, and there was a situation about it. So what is my favourite game to play in my free time? So last week it was probably Mini Motorways that just got released by Dinosaur Polo Club. That's a really good one. It's the sequel to Mini Metro. I really enjoy that. This week I've been playing Humankind because that's just come out and that's really fun. In my spare time though, really the game that I constantly go back to is Red Alert Papillon when there's a server and when there's a game. Let's get a Mammoth Mark II. Yeah, also turn the audio down a bit. Our game's very loud. I'm liking Humankind because it's got all the features there without buying the DLC. Hot take. With Civ 6, with every Civilization game, you have to wait for 2 DLCs to come out before it becomes good, in my opinion.
Sir, yes, sir. Good to see you, sir.
I'd say it is. If you like Civilization, definitely worth the buy. It does some things very similar to Civ, does some things very differently to Civ. Yeah. I have not played Crusader Kings. I would like to though. I played Hearts of Iron 4 though, and that is quite fun, especially when you have friends. So Tiberian Sun mods, what TS mods have you tried so far and which ones do you like? So I must admit, I haven't actually played that many TS mods. I need to kind of make some time and play some. I have played DTA, Dawn Tiberian Age, and I have played Twisted Insurrection, and those are both good. I have played a lot of Red Alert 2 mods though. Mammoth Mark II or Marv? I mean, it's got to be the Mammoth Mark II. It's a big freaking mech. The Marv is cool, and I especially love its ability to hoover up Tiberium. That's very memey. But yeah, no, the Mammoth Mark II is just the epitome of cool when it comes to GDI units or GDI super units. Oh dear, we crashed. Oh no, we didn't crash. What the hell? We didn't actually... What? We didn't crash. We didn't crash. That's crazy. Right, my Mammoth is going to go down pretty soon. I have actually no idea what that error was. It's probably something something not related to this game that just popped up ahead of it. Yes, yeah, Booho basically just it's Windows being like, hey, it's time to update. I'm like, no, I'm streaming. Stop it. Red Alert 2 Apocalypse Tank or GDI Mammoth Mark II? Oh no, that's a good question. That is a good question. I still absolutely love the Apocalypse Tank. It shares a very warm place in my heart. Let's try some air units. Let's get an Orca. There's also this man with his shield gun. Is it a gun or is it a shield? Nobody knows.
ready. Unit ready.
Yeah, Redeemer is a weird design. I think the Avatar was cool, but the Redeemer was a bit too much for me.
Unit ready.
I do like it as a unit. I just don't like the design.
Unit ready.
Basically, Shrimpster knows. He knows. Yeah. So this unit, this is the Riot Trooper, but he's got a shotgun and he's got a shield. So he's basically the Peacekeeper from Red Alert 3. All good design is copied. Well now. I just got shot completely out of the sky. Storm asks, whatever happened to CNC3 Renegade? So you're going to have to ask the guys over at MPF about that one, because that was never one of our projects. There was Tiberian Crystal War, I believe it's called. Yeah, TCW, Tiberian Crystal War. That was one of the CNC3 Renegade mods that came out. I don't know if anyone's ever going to make one again, but it'd be interesting to figure that one out. It's a lot of art, I think. Wouldn't be too much in the way of design, but do a barrel roll. How about that? See if I can. Oh no. Is there any enemy vehicles that I can potentially kill with this thing? There will definitely be more maps, yes. Here we go. Oh. Yeah! Whoa! Too much! Tree got me. Come on, Patrick. Only supervillains use Linux. Are you a supervillain?
Aurora production facility under attack.
Yeah, Tree absolutely got me. Yeah, we actually we've got so yeah, you'll notice that the flight physics are actually way better than in actual Renegade, and that's because we made new flight physics for vehicles like this. I'm gonna get it again just to show you because it's so cool. Good disc thrower as well. Yeah, nobody here but us trees.
Ready. Unit ready.
But yeah, this is really good, especially with Banshees as well. When you get on the mod team, the Banshees are really good. There's Disruptor. There's Disruptor. Any mod vehicles on this side? Nope. There's a buggy. Let's see if we can get this guy. Need to take a run up. Right. Oh yeah! Oh no! that was no good.
Unit ready.
Oh.
5 minutes remaining.
Yeah. So the flight in the original game is really kind of there for helicopters. It's really good for flying helicopters, but not very good for flying stuff that actually goes, like jets and stuff. So it's quite cool.
Unit ready.
All right, let me just go up to these questions. Why isn't the SAM Trooper not in the public version of the game? Yeah, so the SAM Trooper was actually taken out because in the current version of the game, this weapon is actually rolled into the officer. So the officer has this rocket launcher, so there's no real need for the SAM Trooper. in this version of the game, we brought the SAM Trooper back because he's no longer just an anti-air unit. He's also an anti-ground unit as well. So he's a rocket launcher for GDI. Because if we take a look at the purchase menu, so low tier. If you get a look at the low tier unit, you've got light infantry with a rifle, riot trooper with a shotgun, officer with like a minigun, SAM trooper with a rocket launcher. The disc thrower, which is anti-armor, is 600 credits, and he's mid-tier now because mainly because the discs are kind of inaccurate and they're quite hard to make. You either make them really good, low tier, excuse me, or you make them really, or you just make this guy bad at a low tier. So we decided that we wanted to make him good, and to make him good, he has to be mid-tier. So that's what we did with the disc thrower, and he's actually really good now. But to do that, we brought that SAM Trooper. So yeah, it's kind of straying away from Tiberian Sun a little bit, but it's because of gameplay, basically.
Unit ready.
Let's see. Colonel Storm asked, did any of the former Westwood staff that worked on Renegade ever see what you guys do with the game? Yeah. So there is a level designer over at Petroglyph who's seen what we've made. It would be pretty cool to.
Thanks.
It'd be pretty cool to see more Renegade developers taking a look at what we've done over the years. That'd be really cool. It's just a case of, I think what we need to do is make a really good trailer that showcases what all of our games do and stuff like that, and then send it to them and be like, hey, look, modern community is still alive for this game after 20 odd years of it being out. I think it was 19 years this year, so next year is Renegade's 20th birthday. So yeah, you can't use the scope on this gun. Somebody asked. Libra asked, yeah, but you can't. It's now a instead of being the laser that is in public, it's actually a little disruptor gun. Yeah, let's go Ghost Stalker. Oh man, I wish we had Viceroys in the game, or Viceroys, or however you want to say them. But yeah, Viceroys would be very cool. Right, so that's Ghost Stalker. Let's go. Officer. Let's pick a vehicle. Oh, we'll go Mobile EMP. That's new. This isn't in the public build. Just gonna push this disruptor out of the way because it's just causing many problems. So you may notice that this vehicle is not designed in the same way that it is in Tiberian Sun. Usually the ball is on the top. But we basically found that this unit is not very fun if you drive it in, because the kind of use case for it is you drive it in amongst enemy vehicles and then you click a button and you EMP them, which is not very fun. So we took a look at what we could do with this unit, and we basically combined the idea of the EMP cannon with this EMP mobile EMP unit. So now you charge it up, it basically fires this EMP ball at the enemy. So why does the Enforcer's weapon have a scope? The Enforcer's weapon is an old asset that we have repurposed, so that's why it has a scope. Obviously we don't have the budget to have a full art team, so we use what we can. Don't know why it just alt-tabbed me, but hey, there we go. Let's try a different map. Let's see. Let's go to Anchorage.
Waiting orders.
Players nod.
Unit ready.
So we bought that flamethrower.
Yes, Cabal.
He's got a cool new model. Let's see what we've been working on recently. I say recently. Attack bike is always good.
Unit ready.
Sure, if there's any units you guys want to see, just let me know and I'll get them out and show you. So this is like a full city map called Anchorage, and it's pretty cool. There's loads of it's quite a big map as well. There's the GDI base. It's got these kind of city streets. Haha! It's Vo. Hey Vo. Yeah, I think it would be really, really good to see what people think of this build. So, not to jump the gun or anything, but recently we've been discussing internally about maybe doing some kind of open alphas and open betas of games we have in production, because obviously we've had games in production for ages, and you guys are just waiting for them, and obviously we want you to play this stuff, but we're too scared, or not scared, but we're just worried that like having unfinished games out there is going to put pressure on us to kind of finish things quicker and stuff like that, you know. But in general, like, we do want to develop these games a bit more openly in the future, and the first step I think of doing this would be releasing this build to the public, to you guys, in with the kind of in a kind of way that like we basically preface it and say, hey, this is not like the final build or anything like that, but this is just like a in development build that we want you guys to play because we're finding it super fun. So yeah, it'd be cool to kind of do some more kind of open beta and open alpha stuff with the community, release these games and get them out there. What do you guys think about open betas and open alphas for our games? A bit more like basically getting these games to you a bit earlier than you'd get them normally. Basically because we would release the unfinished version of the game rather than the polished version, so it may be horrendously unbalanced and have bits and pieces missing all over the place. But yeah, cheers for the compliment on the bike physics. I've worked very hard on those. Could do a test branch. Yeah, some sort of test branch would be good. Why are super weapons removed? So super weapons are still in the game, but they're then not purchasable at the moment because we're trying to find the delivery method. And when I say the delivery method, it's how the super weapon goes. How the super weapon gets purchased, how it makes its way into players' hands. We know we want to do beacons still, but we don't know how we want to deliver those beacons to players. I wonder if this has bots on it. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, super weapons are still in the game, it's just we haven't re-enabled them yet. Yeah, I mean, Buho, it's a bit like an open source project. Like we wouldn't release any of the development files or any of our source files because they're. I don't think the community would really benefit from that unless they were really serious about modding it. But yeah, I think that. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay, good. But I think that, yeah, certainly more test builds and stuff going out so people can play it, find bugs, give feedback a lot earlier. Definitely something we want to do. just gonna absolutely muller me. Yeah, I'm not very good at this game. Oh yeah, we've got a complete redesign for the Tiberian refinery. This is really cool. So this is all nice and new. You've got this like little lift that you can use to go up, or you can use this ramp. It's pretty awesome. What else we've got here? We've been working on Elite Cadre, Devil's Tongue. Oh man, Gummiel throwing some shade there. It's pretty common for devs of lots of games to be terrible at their own games. This is very true. This is very true. Yeah, so I will address that for you, Libra. So basically, this GDI soldier in the purchase list, he's just a test. He's just, I was testing something out and I just left him in there because it's just easier for that way. Testing out some new infantry combat stuff, and it's just easier to use the same unit rather than create two units. Right, you may notice on this that the you want me to be the test infantry. Okay. So I'll show you something really interesting. So if I pick this light infantry, look at the crosshair and notice how it doesn't move. The only thing that's different about this guy is that when I shoot things, my crosshair moves and I become less accurate as I fire. That's basically his deal. He's also got a pistol as well. Oh, and the pistol has recoil. And someone's just stolen my bloody Devil's Tongue. Absolute knob. I could get me another one now. The bots are so toxic. I mean, seriously. I'm going to see if I can grind this guy to death, because something new about this version of the game is that you can actually kill things with the grinder. When it works. There we go. Yeah. This is all the AI, yeah, that's in the server at the moment. Well, it's not really a server; it's just me just playing on my own. But the AI are, yeah, they're buying and they're trying to play the game. They do a very good job of trying to play the game. And this is not the AI that Renegade shipped with either. This is a slightly different, but it's a modified version of it. I'm gonna see if I can absolutely grind this Wolverine to death. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna take out this guy. Maybe not. So the grinding feature, Chronostorm, is it's not used for the Battle Fortress, because the Battle Fortress, just as soon as it runs into oh shit, as soon as it runs into an enemy vehicle, it destroys it. So the grinding works by just running into things. You don't need to push a button. If you put two of the grinders head to head, they would slowly destroy each other. It's the old Renegade pickup truck. These bots just absolutely just buying these vehicles and then not getting in them. Oh yeah, something with the stealth tank. It's got two firing modes. You can either use this firing mode here, or you can opt to fire all of the missiles at once, but they're unguided. So you can fire them all straight, or you can fire them all guided. Pretty cool. Generally, yeah, if two grinders went at it, then it would be they would both die at the same time. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the Reaper.
Base under attack.
This guy's absolutely terrifying. Let's take a look at... so yeah, in the public build the Reaper doesn't have his web at the moment because it was kind of overpowered. But now we've given it back, so you can... It's like in a form of a shotgun now instead. We were trying to figure out what the Reaper's role was in the gameplay, and we figured out that its role is that of like a super heavy rocket platform. So it's probably the most durable unit that Nod have, and it's really, really good at taking out vehicles. But then if you need to get away, you can just shotgun people with the web. I managed to hit them. Yeah, got him. Oh, absolutely dead.
Base under attack.
Let's see, got Toxin Soldier and... We got aircraft? Yeah, we got aircraft. We're Banshee.
Unit ready. Base under attack.
It's got these kind of hallucinogenic grenades that you can throw. It's really cool. Now this is where it's at. Which pieces of cut content are you talking about, Tim? Because everything we kind of evaluate to go into the game, we do on like a case-by-case basis to see whether it fits in the balance or not. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know which things you're looking at. Absolutely killed. Let's try that again though.
10 minutes remaining. Base under attack. Unit ready.
Yeah, the flying is pretty smooth, but we're trying to make it even smoother over the network because currently the network doesn't like it too much. So as soon as you get onto a server, it doesn't like it too much. Exo power suit. Oh wow, yeah. So we do have some sort of power suit in the form of the Enforcer, because Exo power suit is like the precursor to the Zone Trooper, right? and yeah, so they had the Mobius suit in Renegade, and so we've kind of like we've kind of done a bit of a what if, and we've bridged the gap between the Mobius suit and the Zone Trooper in that sense. With the Enforcer, but no, Exo Power Suit is a cool unit. I'll give you that. It's a very cool unit, but probably won't be in this game because we've got the Wolverine and also we've got the Enforcer. Enforcer's probably going to be the closest thing to it. There's, yeah, I absolutely, yeah, absolutely. The energy trail needs to come out the back of this this Banshee. It could be really, really good. So, okay, so Patrick asked a very good question. With this mod, you've turned a real-time strategy game into an FPS. How do I keep up to date with this so I can download it when it's released? There are several ways you can keep up to date with what we're doing. You can check us out on our website at www.w3dhub.com. We also have socials. We're mostly active on our Facebook, and ModDB profiles sometimes get updated for each of the games. Obviously, if you Google Tiberian Sun Reborn Renegade mod, you'll get some information about this as well. We've got a very active Discord server, so if Discord is your thing, then definitely join us on there. We have a weekly news post that we post every Wednesday called W3D Weekly. I've just crashed because I've been talking, yeah, basically what we do is we talk about like what we've been working on this week across all of the projects we do, because this is not just the only project we do. This is Tiberian Sun Reborn, our Tiberian Sun FPS project. We've also got a Red Alert 1 FPS project called Red Alert Path Beyond. There's a Renegade expansion called Interim Apex, which adds a bunch of units to the game. And when I say a bunch, I'm talking like probably over 100 new units to the game. And yeah, there's that, and we've got Red Alert 2 Apocalypse Rising in the pipeline, which is a Red Alert 2 FPS, all based on the Renegade engine. Our community focuses purely on making content for the Renegade engine. What is the link for the Discord? So I will type it in the chat, or if someone can paste it in the chat. Hang on, I will type it in the chat. Yeah, let's do that. I should have these links to hand at all times, really, but you know. Copy link address. There we go. I've just posted the link to our Discord in the stream chat, so yeah, take a look. Come join us, and we host game nights every now and again. We have obviously our weekly update where we talk about what we're making, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, we definitely should have an APB game night again soon. Oh yeah, let me give. I don't know actually how to give. I might be able to do it here. Give me a second.
5 minutes remaining.
I honestly don't know how to mod people in. Honestly, I don't know how to do this. Maybe I can. Yeah, I don't know how to give people moderator in Discord. Sorry, not in Discord, in Twitch. Select the username, it should give you an option. Okay, I've got add friend and whisper. I'm going to add friend. Yeah, so the Reaper has had the web netting fixed and balanced. That's one of the things we have been working on.
4 minutes remaining.
Because obviously in the current build it's a bit well, it was a bit overpowered, but yeah, now it's looking a lot better. We've also cut down on the time on which people are webbed by the Reaper as well, just because that was super annoying just to stand in place. Eventually what we'd like to do is something along the lines of when you get hit by the Reaper web, you don't get webbed, you get kind of slowed, so it makes you just really slow. Don't know why it keeps alt-tabbing me out of the game, but... Oh yeah, something that we have done as well is improve the melee. So, I don't know if PXD is in this stream, but he'll really enjoy this. Basically, melee is now super good. I say super good, super OP in Reborn, because you can just keep slicing, and it feels really good to cut people. Whereas before it was a really kind of rubbish animation, and it's quite good. Alright. I wonder if the actual public server's back up. Let's take a look.
Base under attack.
Yeah, it looks like the server's back up, but looks like it keeps crashing. So yeah, we'll stay here. Yeah, so the mobile stealth generator does have an arrow above it. You can that's if it's detected. It will there'll be an arrow above it. Let's go for a stealth tank. This is so this is a local match of this at the moment. All right, yes, that's some of these questions. Do they fix the stealth gen overlap bug? I think so. Yes, I think we've done that. Can you host a local? Oh yeah, a local where people could join. I think if we did local where people could join, it would be you'd need like something like Hamachi or something like that. Will there be hunter seekers? Yes. I would like to do hunter seekers, but it's figuring out how they work. I think this guy should just go away. Magic. And that was that. So yeah, any maps you guys want to see? We've got a lot of maps here. I'm not sure if all of them work, but we'll give it a go. If anyone's got any ideas about how Hunter Seeker should work, please tell me. We'd love to hear. Tainted Legacy. Yeah, that's the map we played first. We can play that one again if you want. Right. How did your team decide that the non-Apache has rotor blades? I remember the TS original had none. I think it looked better with. So yeah, so the reason that the Tiberian Sun one didn't have rotor blades was actually a bug. If I quickly look up, if I do a quick Google search for Harpy Tiberian Sun, in the cutscenes and in in the cutscenes actually, it's shown to have rotors. So let me just pop this on screen. There it is in the cutscenes, and it's all its glory with rotor blades. So yeah, that's why it's got rotor blades in Reborn. You go for a mega city. Yeah, Hypernose. Yeah, the reason they didn't have rotor blades is because they removed the code to draw them. So yeah, that's the one. We'll go for a mega city. Hopefully it works. No, that didn't work. Wow, that was a big crash. Really done it now. Okay, we'll stick to maps that I know work. So we'll go Tainted Legacy again.
Where to?
Unit ready.
Yeah, it looks like public server is falling over still. GDI or not, chat? Your pick, your choice. All right. Yeah, that's a good question. Have you or your team ever thought about porting Reborn to a different engine game? Certainly thought about it. Certainly had several offers from various people who would like to do that and port it. But the reality is that we just really enjoy making stuff for this game engine. It's old and crusty and really fun to work with. So yeah, kind of like this engine. I wouldn't want to try and change it at this stage. I think if people want that kind of experience, that kind of updated experience of Tiberian Sun on a newer engine, Tiberian Sun FPS on a newer engine, then Renegade X Firestorm's got what you got what you want. This feels old, but in a good way, I think as well. And it's not as if like Renegade X Firestorm's really trying to be what Reborn is either. Firestorm is kind of its own take on Tiberian Sun with its own unit designs, its own different gameplay and everything like that. It's got base building, which Reborn doesn't have, whereas Reborn is more kind of like a true to Tiberian Sun as much as we can be kind of project, which is they both have very different aims at the end of the day. Let's put some bots in. Actually, how many bots should I spawn? Like, it's up to you guys. I've put 30 in, but we could go bigger. Oh, you guys want to know who Lilith is? So this is Lilith. Lilith is a Tiberian mutant. She's still technically in the game, as I just spawned as her, but basically, yeah, she is now currently our death character, and by death character I mean she can kill everything in one hit. She's just she's like a debug character. She used to be kind of like a character with a Tiberian rifle and stuff, but we haven't really found a use for her in the gameplay really. But if we do, we might put her back in. It's kind of one of those things where you should never say never, but at the moment she can just run really fast. And whenever I find a GDI unit, I'm just going to kill it with one shot, because I can do that. 200. One said 200 bots, 100 bots. I think my PC might explode if I have 200. So we can go for 100 bots. Let's where are they? Where are they? Oh yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. Right. Let's go. Walk out 100. More bots have joined the battle. I can one-hit buildings. I can one-hit everything with this unit. It's ridiculous. This is not. This is a unit we use just to debug test now. It's not a unit that will actually be in the game properly. It's like point and click adventure. Like that. All these bots just standing around doing nothing. Like, what are they doing? Let's go and do some work. Let's get a bike. Let's get a flamer. Yeah, Dark Yuri. That's very, very astute observation. Yeah, we have pinched a couple of sounds from Tiberian Wars. I think it's IRC that keeps flagging me up. I'm just going to close IRC. There we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's an icon of an unused non-infantry named Calibo. Who is he? So Calibo is a very talented German man who has done lots and lots of very, very good high quality work for Reborn over the years. If you look at any of the kind of HUD and UI interface graphics from older versions of the game, Calais is probably responsible for them. If you look at any of these kind of purchase icons here, these are all Calibo's work. So the Calibo picture or the the non-infantry unit is basically something he made it for himself that is still in the game. One day we might actually put him in the game as a crate unit or something, but for now it's like yeah, it's all there. I think that we're going to lose our oh yeah, we absolutely did lose our war factory. That's no good. What are these guys doing? It's an absolute joke. Should be defending the base. Alright, so we've got no vehicles now, so I'm going to jump out of this map. GDI are definitely not messing around. They saw Nod and they were just like, they got veins pop out of them. Alright. Let's, I wonder if I can just do this quickly. So I'm going to quickly build one of our test levels because someone mentioned earlier that they really like the Mammoth tank, and I wanted to show it off. Or actually, hang on a second. Hang on a second. No, we can do this. We can do this without rebuilding a map. We'll go back into here. I'll pick GDI this time.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
So let's see. Vehicles. All right. We can do it. We have the technology. Right, let's do it. So, spawn. These are all absolutely awesome developer commands that we added in this latest version. So, you guys will be able to play with these once we release this. Client ID 1, Z position 10, and the vehicle preset is mammoth _ tank. And there it is. Put the bots back on. So yeah, there it is. The GDI mammoth tank.
Unit ready.
Yeah, I can show you some of these like older. Oh, it's just stolen away. Oh, tank. Just have to just spawn another. There we go. How about we give the bots some of these tanks and we do a mammoth rush. Yeah, so units like the Devil's Demolisher and stuff like that are all units that used to be in Reborn but were taken out for various gameplay reasons. They're still in the files, so if we want to do anything with them one day, we can. There was also at one point a GDI Commando. There was a bomb specialist for GDI as well. There was a neurotoxin soldier. There's a bunch of other units that were in the game. Oh yeah, GDI had a mutant unit as well, which I'm kind of keen to get back in if I'm honest. But yeah, it depends whether we can do that. Hyper asks, what happens if you spawn a Mark II for all bots? Carnage. That's what happens because the Mark II is completely overpowered and breaks every single unit in the game. Yeah, no, the Mark II is very, very good. If someone is in the Discord, could they post the link to this stream into the Reborn channel, please? So that people who are despairing over the lack of server can come watch this. That would be very nice. Man, adding McNeil and Slavic to the game, like, that would be pretty cool. They would be heroes if we were ever to do that. Obviously we'd need art for them though, that's the thing. Mutants as neutral enemies in the future, yeah, that's something we talked about in the past. Something that we wanted to do, we were talking about before last year was we wanted to do like a mutant chop shop. So basically, if you stole a civilian vehicle on the map, you could take it to the mutant chop shop, and if you took it to the mutant chop shop, you then pay a number of money to turn, a number of credits to basically turn that vehicle into like a technical or a some sort of mutant modified vehicle. So, for example, if you took a bus there, it would turn into like a battle bus. If you took a recreational vehicle there, it would turn into like one of the mutant ones with the machine gun or the cannon or whatever. So yeah, basically the mutants would be like a benevolent force on the map. That if you take civilian vehicles there, they would upgun them to will there be flame tanks in the Forgotten Outpost? There could be. Like the Forgotten do use old GDI and Nod tech that's like abandoned, so it's very possible for them to use flame tanks. realised I haven't actually shown off the Juggernaut, and the Juggernaut's probably one of my favourites. It's got a very cool walking animation. Actually, I'm going to just... This is one of the things we have that's really good. But you can edit the cameras of all of the units in the game. So basically I'm just going to pull this down a little bit. There we go. So you guys can see this kind of walking animation. Super cool.
Structure destroyed. Construction under attack. Base under attack.
I'm going to pull it back up a little bit though, because that's a bit too much. Oh yeah, I can't hit anything. I'm gonna have to just let the defences deal with that.
Unit ready.
What do you mean, Tim?
Unit construction facility under attack.
Oh, this professor is absolutely going to wreck me. Yeah. Got him.
Construction facility destroyed. Unit ready.
Oh yeah, totally do that if you want. But yeah, there's lots and lots of cool content coming up for the Tiberian Sun 22nd anniversary. Definitely some awesome stuff coming up in the following days. Tiberian Sun Rising, definitely looking forward to that. And more Renegade X Firestorm news, which is always good. But yeah, if there's any units that I haven't tried out that you guys want to see, any questions about the game, I've alt-tabbed again. Don't know why that's doing, why that's happening. But yeah, if there's any questions you guys have got about anything not it doesn't have to be TSR related, it could be Wed Hub related as well. Just let me know in chat, and I'll try and answer to the best of my ability. Will there also be weird people that are religiously obsessed with Tiberian life forms? I assume that you're referring to the cultists from that one mission in Firestorm. And I can't remember, I keep forgetting the name of their leader, but he can call down ion storms if I remember correctly. He's got like a really plain name. But yeah, that's a very cool, very cool mission. And yeah, it'd be super cool to have those guys in as like a map object. Yes, Tank Killer, this is the 2.0 version of Reborn. I actually have a very cool Tiberian Sun story, or Tiberian Sun Firestorm story, is that I used to work with a guy called Andre Arsenal, and he worked for Westwood Studios back in the day on Earth and Beyond. And while he was working on Earth and Beyond, they called him up to do some voice acting for Tiberian Sun Firestorm. They were making that at the time, and yeah, there is a line in the game that goes something along the lines of, "Would you like a cool beverage?" And it's played in one of the missions in Firestorm. I think it's the one with the cultists. Yeah, if you ever hear that line, like, "Would you like a cool beverage?" That's it's Andre Arsenal. He's an absolutely top-notch AI programmer. Yeah, so there is a reason for the GDI Conyard having nod boxes in it, and that's because we were actually at the time we were looking at changing the layout of the Conyard, and it's easier because the Conyards are identical. It's easier to do it for one Conyard and then just duplicate it over instead of doing it for both Conyards at the same time. So.
Nod base under attack.
Yeah, eventually we do want to get this out so you guys can experience this buttery smoothness as well, because 1.6 it's not a very stable game at the best of times, and also it's a bit clunky. This is all of the units, well, most of the units have undergone some really good quality of life improvements in this version of the game, so it's a lot nicer to play with. Alright, so yeah, Libra asks, the Nod Confessor used to be called the Cherubim. Why were they renamed? So there is some lore behind the Cherubim. The Reborn team, the old Reborn team, made up the name Cherubim, which stands for like cherubim or guardian, being like Kane's elite guard. And this was actually before CNC3 came out and introduced confessors. So basically, when we got hold of the project, some people didn't understand what the Cherubim name meant and stuff like that. So the guy was renamed to Confessor to kind of sit more in line with the lore that EA established with Tiberian Wars. Although he has flip-flopped a lot because some people prefer the old name, some people prefer the new name. So yeah, it's quite interesting. If you like, it'd be really interesting to know what you guys think actually, whether you prefer the name Confessor or whether you prefer the name Cherubim for that unit, because yeah, it was a Reborn original. It even has concept art somewhere of what that unit was in the old versions of Reborn. Yes, yeah, the cultist leader is Mortimer. Yeah, nice one. I remember he had a really plain name. Like, I'm the leader of this grand cult, Mortimer. It's just like, come on, man. Mortimer. Rick and Mortimer. Yeah, most people prefer Confessor. It's only a subset of people who like Cherubim. But maybe the Cherubim's another unit that we do some point. Yeah, I'm gonna. God asked about the Wolverine, so I'm gonna bring it out. And also, hey, it's not a gun, it's a shield. Or is it a shield or is it a gun? It's a gun shield. Yeah, this guy is like super zippy. I'm also going to just edit the camera on this guy, tilt him down a little bit so you guys can see him. But you guys have got to appreciate I spent time animating those flappy arm pads, flappy shoulder pads that he's got. Also, Wolverine Go Burr. Although I didn't do too well against the Stealth Tank, because currently Stealth Tank is stupidly overpowered. Because it's modelled off of the CC3 Stealth Tank. Which is really good. I'm going to pick Wolverine again though, because it's so good. Flappy shoulders. Will there be tech buildings like the hospital and the armory? Yeah, well, there's definitely going to be tech buildings. I'm not sure if it's going to be the hospital and the armory. Hospital would be cool to do. I'm not sure what the armory would do in terms of gameplay, so we'd have to take a look at that one, figure it out. As ever, if you've got any ideas on what the armory could do, feel free to suggest. I'm going to just put this translation tilt back up to 12. Tim asks, will there be urban and city focus maps in later developments? The answer is yes, there will be. Armory could repair vehicles, armory could have upgrades. Yeah, there's certainly definitely a few things we can do. Some moonwalking titans. The titan looks pretty good now in motion. All of these new animations are really, really nice. The Renegade X guys were very generous in giving us some animations, so we adapted them and turned them into exactly what we needed, really. What else? Oh yeah, I haven't played with this unit yet. You guys may be surprised to find out we gave the amphibious APC a gun. Because it felt kind of useless without a gun. Obviously it's a very tough unit to begin with, but it's better with a gun. Everything's better with a gun. That's true. We're definitely going to. We're also going to give the. Well, we're not going to give the not the amphibious, the underground APC, the subterranean APC. We're not going to give that a gun, but we're going to enable the drill, so you can. So you can actually drill through people if you surface next to them. Yeah, so we gave the amphibious APC a auto cannon. It's probably going to change again into being more of like a Bofors cannon, so kind of like a bump 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 kind of cadence, a bit like a APC in Battlefield. I'll go with mobile AMP. The Cronus. This is Oa. You are hearing my voice.
Production facility under attack.
Any damage plans to the vehicles and buildings? Just going to drill up against the GDI bar. Yeah. See? Ask pass. That's what keeps pulling me out. Weird. I'm going to just get out of this. There we go. It's all good. It's not a crash. It's just something in the background of my PC just crying. Yeah, so any damage plans to vehicles and buildings, yes, so you will be able to drill up against GDI buildings and vehicles and infantry. So yeah, the underground APC will actually turn into something you can do damage with. Cronus, my boy! Looks like GDI are doing very good on this map. I think there must be some GDI bias at the moment. I missed. I missed. I still missed. Come here, boy! Got him! I bloody got him! This thing needs a wider radius. Ah, I got him. Got him again! No, we're not partnered with Twitch. We don't stream often enough to be bothered with that. I don't know what being partnered with Twitch actually gives you. So. Is there a proximity voice effect in TS Reborn while using TeamSpeak? If not, would it be possible with TS Reborn? Yes. So we could make something like this if there is enough demand for it. There are a lot of people who use Discord now over TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak has been trying to catch up with Discord, I think, but yeah, we certainly don't use TeamSpeak as much as we used to now because Discord is just very, very convenient. Sell units now. So yeah, it's something we could look into if there's enough demand for it, but it's one of those things where we wouldn't really divert too many dev resources off of it if there's not enough off for it, if there's not enough kind of demand for it. That's what I meant. Let's see. Do you think the DDoS issue will be fixed later today? So that is categorically, I'm not sure we can fix that today. Obviously, it's someone who's denial of servicing attack all of Renegade at once, which is and that's including Renegade X. Someone is that sad that they want to, you know, kind of pull these old games down using denial of service attacks, which is pretty shit, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not sure when we're going to be able to get it fixed, but we'll certainly try our best to defend against it and see what happens, you know. So the Juggernaut does not have aim mode, but we do want it to have an aim mode. It's definitely something we want to add for the future. So the bots just absolutely parking their units out in front of the War Factory again. Let's see. You can kill that soldier with the EMP if he has a pacemaker. Yeah. EMP works against cyborgs, by the way, so you can actually stop them in their tracks. Let's see. You can give the EMP tanks short-range alternate fire. Yeah, no, that's a good idea, guard. We can definitely do that. Let's see what else. Tiberian Sun Reborn has land. Why don't we play by a Radmin? You could definitely do that if you want. There's nothing stopping you guys from organising games using other services. Let's see. Does Nod have a service depot? Yes, Nod does have a service depot. I will attempt to go and show you what it looks like. So this is Nod's service depot here that I'm about to crash into. It's there. It's right there. That's what it looks like. Right. The DDoS. Oh yeah, Cronus. Yeah, that's appreciated, man. I need to. The guy to talk to about that stuff is Strike, because he manages all of our servers. So I'm not the best person to talk to about that kind of stuff. Let's see. Close range EMP should be like the old Tesla tank secondary fire. Yeah, yeah. That could be pretty cool. Like, that's how it worked originally, but we gave it the cannon because the gameplay was basically just walk up to enemy unit, hit the button, and that was it. And then you probably get killed because you had to get pretty close to enemy units. But now with the actual artillery shot on it, the EMP cannon, it's a lot better. It's a lot more fun. What happens if you hit a Venom with the EMP? So yeah, if you hit an aircraft with the EMP, it will drop straight out of the sky and crash. It's bots. Honestly. Come on, do I have to just move you around? There you go. That's better. And the game ended. Alright, let's go to... we'll go back to Anchorage.
Waiting orders.
And we'll play as GDI.
Unit ready. Ready.
Test level. Could go to the test level. I'd have to build it, but I could go to the test level. Give me a second. I don't know if the level marked test level does actually work. Rockets do work on the Mark II, yeah. They are AI controlled. I'm not actually sure what test level is, but test units is our main test level. If I jump into this level, it's just all of the units, right? Like this. Along with some other special units, like we've got this. The party bus. There's all sorts of stuff here. Got Banshees, we've got MRV, we've got Harpy, mobile sensor array, stealth generator, harvester. Yeah, the rainbow bus. The big gay bus. Oh yeah, over here we've got Hunter Seeker. For those of you who want to know what the Hunter Seeker looks like this. We've got Orca Transport. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm not sure whether we'll give this one a gun, but it'd be pretty cool if we do. Also, we want to make this kind of like the transport out of... it's a bit like a Starship Troopers and Alien when you kind of got these kind of really cool transport units. At the moment, this is just a flying coffin. Which is your favourite Wed Hub project? That's a no-brainer. It's not this one. No, I'm joking. No, this is one of my favourite Wed Hub projects. My favourite one actually is Red Alert 2 Apocalypse Rising, which is the one I started back way when, a long time ago. I think they're just inherently flying coffins. Just one of those units that doesn't really have that much value at the moment, but eventually it will. The lock-on is hilarious when it glitches out. Carryall for Transport Mark II. Yeah, so Carryall is something we want to do, but obviously we want to do it. We want to do it in a way that doesn't promote team hampering, because obviously if you play as a Carryall, you can pick up any allied unit and just fly it around. So you don't want people who are just going around picking up units and dropping them in places where they can't get out and stuff like that. So yeah, I think some level of consent from the person who's getting picked up is needed for that to work. Yeah, Devil's Tongue can absolutely drill people. I'll show you that now. Oh, Alt tab again. Weird. Alright. But yeah, if I stand next to this character, you can kind of... Oh no, these are friendly characters as well. You can basically eat these guys up. Dead. Cyborg Commando, you can't crush him. When you're pushing forward, you can't crush him. but you can drill them to death like that. So uncrushable infantry are not free from the Devil's Tongue either. So it's not. I'm not sure why my game keeps alt-tabbing. So I'll show you how this works, because it's quite interesting. If I do proj bounce enable. So you see this little box on the front of the Devil's Tongue, this red box. Basically, anything inside the red box gets damaged. Quite handy. But yeah, I actually wonder what this test level is. Maybe it's a level, maybe it's not. We'll find out.
Waiting orders.
Oh wow, excellent, nice. This is cool. There's no buildings. I think I remember what this is. Ah, yeah. This is an AR map. That's the hole from the Air Force Command HQ. Do we have bots for Reborn? Yes, we do. Ah, yeah. This is testing out some of our new cliffs. Basically. Making some nicer looking assets for the maps. Yeah, that's that. Let's take a look at. Yeah, so somebody asked. Yeah, I do have bots. I will show you the bots, just to prove that I'm not lying. Test lighting as well. I'm not sure what that is. No, play anchorage. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, bot count 30. Here they are. Chrono shifted in. That's how the AR map got to Reborn. So yeah, all these bots, they can play the game just about. Got Cyborg Commando. He's got his flamethrower back, which is cool. And he's a lot chonkier as well. He's a chonky Cyborg Commando. He only just fits through the door. If I actually find a character to stand next to, I can show you how chonky he is. I don't actually know where all the bots have gone. They all just run into the middle of the map. Yeah, all right. Who's your favourite? Who's your favourite hero unit from Tiberian Sun? Cyborg Commando or Ghost Stalker? Got Cyborg Commando, Cyborg Commando, Cyborg Commando. Everyone loves the Cyborg Commando. He's so good. Ghost Stalker, 2 Ghost Stalker. I'm not keeping count, so I'll have to divvy it up. These bots play like actual players and they jump around. Got him. Yeah, get him, Stealth Tank. Get him! Ghost Stalker would win in Tiberian. Well, actually, both of them can heal in Tiberian, so... Yeah, this model is needs re-rigging because we made him chonkier, but that actually made some bad things happen. There's a question earlier about why we've removed a load of stuff from TSR 1.6. That's because it was causing gameplay frustration. A lot of the stuff we removed, we removed the Reaper web because it was just completely unbalanced and people weren't having fun. We removed veterancy because we want to do veterancy actually better for the future, and the whole system was a mess. Under the hood doesn't work properly. So yeah, there's a few things that we had to change to make the game work properly and actually be semi-fun. So, yeah, we're planning on bringing a lot of that stuff back in the new version. Oh yeah, this guy doesn't have animations for whatever reason. Maybe stuck in the floor. Ah, there we go. Civilian technician. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Is Tiberian Sun your favourite CNC game? No, my favourite CNC game is Renegade. Because it allows us to make mods like this. I thought for a long time that my favourite CNC game was Red Alert 2, but then I realised actually it's Renegade. I'm kidding myself if I say anything other than Renegade. I've got actual gun cam with the Harpy.
20 minutes race under attack. Unit ready.
Oh, I can show you the repair animation on the service depot. This is really cool. So you go in, and these 3 light repair arms pop up and then repair. Were there any other games that tried to copy the Renegade gameplay? There is one, and that's Renegade X. I guess there are games that take elements of Renegade and use them. For example, if you guys play Halo 5 Warzone mode, that's got elements of Renegade in it. The purchase terminal system and everything is in there. If you played PlanetSide, that's got elements of Renegade in it. That's got purchase terminals and buildings and all sorts of stuff in there. So there are games that take elements from Renegade, but there are no true Renegade successors. Earthbreakers is the game that Petroglyph have put on hold that is kind of like a spiritual successor of Renegade, but they haven't put it out yet. I was on the internal builds for that, and it was looking really good. Just a bit rough around the edges. Also, there are games that go deeper than Renegade. I think that there are a few games that go deep into the kind of FPS RTS hybrid fantasy a bit, like Battlezone 2 Combat Commander and Eximus Sees the Frontline, which our very own Yap who works on Interim Apex, he actually works on that game professionally. So that's a cool game to check out. But they do quite a lot of things to also natural selection too. That's another one. It's like an FPS RTS hybrid. But yeah, a lot of those games kind of go really deep into the RTS mechanics, and so then it becomes like a bit of a make or break situation. If you've got a crap commander, computer just keeps automatically alt-tabbing me. Yeah, if you have like a not very good commander who's playing the game, then usually you can lose just for having a bad commander who doesn't build the buildings or doesn't build what you need at the time. Whereas I think Renegade's much more team focused. You don't have to worry about a lot of the overarching RTS control mechanics you need to do on a game like Battlezone or Natural Selection. So you can basically be free to kind of just do your thing and not have to worry about building the base or anything like that. What are the limitations of the Renegade engine you wish you could change? That is a big question. We are able to do a lot more than we used to be able to do. That is a fact. So there are a lot of things that we have in the pipeline that we would like to do. And we might do them one day, you know. As for things that we can't do, I'm not really sure, to be honest. One of the things I'd really... Well, one of the things we're working on, actually, and is going to be absolutely fantastic, is a complete overhaul of the rendering engine, which is going to make all of the lighting and all of the rendering a lot more snappy, so the games should hopefully run a lot better on older machines. We should be able to have nice dynamic lighting instead of these what-the-fuck shadows that are everywhere. I think that is kind of like half the battle, really. A lot of these newer games look good because of lighting, and I think when we're able to get better lighting, our games will look really good as well. Even though the models are old, like the lighting really makes it. So yeah, I don't think we'll... Like, better lighting is around the corner and it's coming. It's just going to be a while. Yeah, dynamic lighting as well, specifically, so you can have stuff like headlights on vehicles that actually shine up the darkness and stuff like that. That is going to be a game changer. We're going to be able to do that at some point. So yeah, massive props to our code team, who absolutely do a fantastic job at not only making the engine better, but also fielding all of our ridiculous requests for features. So I've got no bullets. Yeah, good lighting and all night maps. Yeah, it will be. It won't be any more. Can your PC run Crisis? It's going to be can your PC run Renegade. Just jokes, folks.
Base under attack.
Jaw Cork asks, I love how the new service depot animation because it reminds me of the Nod missile silo and talking about will super weapons ever return. Yes, definitely. Super weapons will definitely return. I wonder actually. Let me just land this helicopter a second. Let me just go give all weapons for me.
Base under attack.
I just crashed the game. Excellent. Yeah, there is a command to give yourself all the weapons in the game. That obviously didn't work. So, yeah, let's not do that, and we'll go back to our regular scheduled broadcast. Although I do actually want to try that again, just for my own. Curiosity. I wonder if you can go All weapons 1. No, that just crashes. I was wondering whether it was a limitation with because I was a cyborg, but no, it just crashes. Doesn't like it. Gonna have to find out what's crashing that and fix it. At some point. We'll just get the chat back up.
Unit ready.
All right. Yeah. So, is this some kind of reborn gold? Anti-cheat is working good. Why does the Harpy have missiles it can't launch? I want to change this, which is we haven't got around to changing it yet. So, yeah, that's why. Will we see units that weren't standard to the normal factions from TS, like Forgotten units or Cabal units? Yeah. So, I wonder if I can show you something. Let me just take a look at some. Okay, yeah. So if I go change character 1, Forgotten Mutant. Yeah. So this is the Forgotten Mutant character that we have taken out of the game. It's still in the game technically, but yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got an SMG. But yeah, we haven't found a role for this guy yet, which is why he's been taken out of the game. But we'd like to put him back in because he's just a really cool piece of art. All right. Maybe Tiberian Fiends, the Vein Hole monster. I will say we do have a Tiberian Fiend model kicking about. So yeah, that's not beyond the realms of possibility. It'd be even better if we can get ask the Renegade Exit team nicely if they want it, and whether if they use it, they could give us the animations as a payment. That'd be very nice. Just saying. But yeah, I need to. I probably should tell them that we actually have a decent Tiberian Fiend model kicking about that we could that they could use as well if they want to put Tiberian Fiend model Tiberian Fiends in their game. Yeah, so something we've got also is the equipment tab. You can buy a repair gun. Any infantry can buy a repair gun. Repair guns can repair vehicles, just like in Renegade. Because we figured that it's actually kind of nice to be able to repair out in the field and not have to use the service depot all the time. Using a service depot is free as well, so there's no advantage really to having the repair gun over the service depot, but apart from the fact that you can just use it anywhere. Tiberian floater, that would be super cool. I'd love to do that, but obviously it's the models and the rig and everything. Yeah, we've got all sorts of mines you can buy as well. Like we've got the C4, which is the remote C4. The repair tool. We've got frag grenades. Proxy C4s as well. There's a secret button combo in Dune that no one has found that replaces the spice worm in Joe Cuckoo's face. Is this for real? Is that for real, Chronostorm? That's amazing. I did not know that.
Target sighted.
Alright, see you, Booho. Thanks for coming, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Havoc's back. Yeah, this is new Reborn, because old Reborn keeps getting DDoS'd, so yeah. That's really cool. That is actually really cool. We'll have. Do you guys have any idea what the secret button combination is? Oh man, I think Team Wolf would absolutely love that. Let's put some bots back on. If if you hit the FPS command, yeah, so the Wolverine travels at 10 meters a second now, a blistering 10 meters a second, whereas before it was kind of slow. Absolutely. Yeah, it's sad really, because it'd be really cool if we weren't DDoS'd. We would have had some nice games, but hey, instead you're getting me just stomping around on a level of TSR 2.0 and playing some stuff. So yeah, that's just me. Ah! Absolutely japed by the enemy. Oh yeah, those new animations. Yeah, definitely. Let me show them to you. Yeah. So yeah, we're using those animations that you gave us, Havoc. They've been cleaned up a little bit, and we're using them for Reborn now, which is super good. And they've absolutely been amazing for what we've put together. Let me just edit the camera here. Renegade DevTools are so good. There we go. Oh, it's doing this thing again where it's just like Alt tabs. I don't know why. There we go. Big mech go stomp stomp. But yeah, it's got all of them. Yeah, I removed. So the way I did it was I removed quite a lot of the bobbing from side to side, and introduced some kind of like vertical motion within the chassis, and that seems to have helped. Right, I think we're going to have to alt tab in a second and show off this this Joe Kuchen sandworm thing after we've just taken a look at these. Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at this in a sec. All right. So yeah, and then we've got the Mark II as well. And it's all made sure that all the animations are synced up to how fast the units actually are, so that it doesn't slide too much either. So you could do this as well. Like you've got the animations for the mechs are a lot more reliable in the current build, and in public they do fall over quite a lot, and you get that issue where they roller skate around everywhere. But not with this, because we actually got a new script from CFE Hunter to actually make the animations work properly, so they actually stop halfway through. So that's just me just tapping the buttons, so you can do a little dance if you want. It's very cool. Anyway, yeah, there's some stuff going on that I need to show you guys. This video, right? Let's right. If I just quit this a sec, so you guys, yeah, okay. So it's oh shit, right. This is the video that everyone wants me to show. This is Doom 2 on the PlayStation. Apparently, there is a way to turn the sandworm into something. This is for everyone's benefit. I've not actually seen this either, so you'll get my live reaction. It's Kane's face. It's Joe Kuchen's face. That's amazing. That is literally amazing. Is he gonna come again? He's gonna arrive again? Where is he? We'll go back to the point. There he is! That's incredible. That is a feature right there. Look at him. Look at him just sneaking around in there. That's brilliant. Game of the year. Somebody get that as a Discord emoticon. Yes. I love how his jaw's like detached. That's great. Amazing. He's like a South Park character, like from Canada. South Park Canadian. That is excellent. Thank you for sharing that. All right.
No enemy standing.
Unit ready.
Let's get back to business. Right, I'll probably be on for another 20 minutes, and then we'll bring this stream to an end, I think. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see that I haven't shown off, anything you guys want to take a look at in the game, please give us a shout. I know that Libra was talking about the test lighting map. Let's boot that up and have a look. I'm a man of my word. Let's figure this one out. What is this? Aha! It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a test light map. It's got like lights. This one's blue. And this one's green. Should be called like Test Disco, shouldn't it? Yep, that's that map. Right. Yeah.
Unit ready.
Yeah, that's that level is a test for the real-time lighting. We're going to be getting that going at some point. So yeah. GDI or nod? It's up to you, chat. What do you want to see? Is there anything I haven't shown that you guys want to see? Apologies that this hasn't been too great of a stream in terms of actual gameplay and playing with other people because of the DDoS attacks, but yeah, we do it live, you know. GDI. Right. Okay. Yeah. Chronostorm asks, how hard is it to get a building construction feature like Renegade X was trying? So in Renegade, the answer is very hard, because the way Renegade handles buildings is that the buildings are baked into the terrain, so they are actually part of the map itself. So if you were to take the building away, there'd be a massive hole underneath it, especially with buildings like the barracks, which have basements that go underneath the terrain. So you need to be able to dynamically take the the terrain away if you want to actually do buildable buildings. Then there's the thought about doing build-up animations. None of the buildings are designed really for build-up animations. They're designed to be static. So yeah, I have no doubt that it would probably be possible, but it would have to be inherently designed around that system for the buildings to actually work and be built properly. I know that you can build defences, for example, because defences are actually just vehicles with no wheels, so they just sit there as regular vehicles. I hope that answers your question. Juggernaut. Yeah, I'll get a Juggernaut. Havoc asks, got a balanced question for you. Do you kind of worry about character classes becoming too specialised? Renegade tried to solve it by giving everyone times C4s. They could do something in every case. Thoughts? Yeah. So yeah, that is a legitimate concern. Like we, in our W3D hub games, we do go a lot for kind of inherent character classes that all fulfill a certain role. In Reborn, that is kind of lessened a little bit. We've got like kind of classes that are better at long range, like an officer, or short range, like a riot trooper. You've got the sniper class. You've got the jump jet. You've got all these different classes that kind of they can still combat things, combat everything. So, for example, if you play as a SAM trooper or a missile trooper, this is the wrong icon. But yeah, if you play as a missile trooper, you can still fight infantry, and it's not that kind of it's not like a hard counter. In an FPS kind of environment, I think the general consensus is that doing any kind of hard counters is inherently unfun. You always need a chance if you've invested the time in the character. If you invested money in a character and time getting it out into the field, you need to be able to actually survive with it and not just face a really unlucky matchup where you just get absolutely destroyed or demolished by just somebody happens to have the counter. There needs to be some level of skill involved, because this is an FPS, it's not an RTS. You can't just say, well, Stealth Tank will always beat the Wolverine because Wolverine is not an anti-vehicle unit. Now, the Wolverine still needs to stand a chance against the Stealth Tank, because realistically, if you enter that matchup, just losing it every time automatically is going to be really unfun. So something we've actually done to alleviate the problem of infantry not being able to assault buildings, mainly like light infantry and officers, is we've got this equipment tab now, where you can buy all these different things. This is kind of a little bit inspired by Renegade X in a way. So basically players can buy repair gun, they can buy frag grenades, time C4, remote C4, proximity mines. If I want to make that matchup between my missile trooper and that light infantry a bit better, I'll take some frag grenades, because then I've got a weapon I can use against some infantry out in the field. So yeah, these don't make the matchups more hard countery. They're kind of there to make the matchups between infantry a bit softer.
20 minutes remaining.
So yeah, and also when assaulting buildings and stuff like that, just did it again, weird. When assaulting buildings and stuff like that, remote C4, time C4, you can just buy that and take it with you. Proximity mines, obviously the classic Renegade defense weapon. Those feature in here, so you can just buy those and then just put them out on the ground. So I've got four proximity mines there, and then if I try to refill them, doesn't refill, I'd actually need to go in and I need to rebuy the proxy mines to get 4 more of them. So yeah, that's the deal. But yeah, no, I hope that answers your question in the sense that we're trying not to do really hard counters with our infantry, but we still want a level of specialization there. But we're also looking at softening the counters through equipment and other stuff. So yes, snipers can scout for Juggernaut. No, so we don't have that feature in the game. That's the CNC3 feature, right, where the sniper can face a beacon and the Juggernaut can fire into that spot, which we don't have. Your question about buildings, I assume you're asking whether that's an engine limitation, Chronostorm, or what you're asking about what's an engine limitation. Yeah, so yeah, George Cork's got the hit the nail on the head there. When a mapper gets to work, they eventually get a file with a bunch of holes in the terrain, and that's where the buildings go. And you basically have to bring in the buildings from a different file, and then kind of stick them in the map and make sure they're all welded up so you don't get any holes in the map. So yeah, buildings as terrain has been a long-standing Renegade convention. That's how they set the buildings up in Renegade. So at the moment it's an engine limitation. In the future we could probably do something about it, because we have a lot more flexibility as Renegade modders than we used to.
Core construction facility under attack.
The civvy buildings have interiors. You want to go inside Rage Roadhouse? Yeah. So they do actually have interior. Some of them have interiors, I must say. So let me go back and I'll show you some of the little interiors we've got. The dream of going inside Rage Roadhouse. Oh. So which one's Rage Roadhouse? I can't actually remember. You can go inside this one, and it's just like a... It's not much in here, actually. We should probably improve these. It's an extremely specific dream. So Havoc asks, do you guys plan to move engines in the future? And we get this question quite a lot. And the answer is no. No, we're not thinking of moving engine. Basically because it would be a lot of work to redo all of the art and get it working for a new engine. We'd basically have to bin a lot of the work that we've done on the engine with the code and everything like that. At this stage, Renegade's like a sunk cost fallacy for us at this stage. We've sunk so much time and effort into it that it would be kind of silly to give it up. Also, fundamentally, there's the enjoyment factor. Like we do enjoy making mods for Renegade. It's a really fun engine to mod. Yeah. I guess they were asking you about Unreal Engine 3, correct? But yeah, no, we really enjoy modding Renegade. I think it's a very, very flexible engine, and I will just demonstrate in the last few minutes like how flexible of an engine this is. Oh, UE 4 to 5, yeah. Yeah, I have too much fun making these games. I have illegal amounts of fun. So I'm going to use the Wolverine as a test subject here. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. So, I don't want the Wolverine to go burr anymore. I want the Wolverine to do something else. So I'm going to just, go into the weapon live in the game. I'm going to basically edit the ammo. I want the rate of fire to be 2. Now the rate of fire on the Wolverine is like that instead of being 25. That's what it was before. So yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. Like if I wanted to, if I changed it to 200, and then I was to, let's see, can enable a beam. Actually, maybe I don't want the clip size to be 200. I want it to be -1, and I want the reload time. Well, it won't have a reload time now. So basically, if I reload, there you go. No, I don't have to reload ever. Oh yeah, and also I think like it's too accurate right now. I think we need to change the accuracy of this. So why don't we'll amp up the spray angle to like 10. That seems a bit more better. There we go. Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff like this in the game. Like you can change the vehicle physics as well. If I wanted the, let's see, you can change the torque. So if I wanted it to be even faster, I could be like, oh, there you go. It's 5,000 now. So now it's super fast. It goes double the speed of what it was before. I'm still going to absolutely lose against these laser turrets though, so maybe I need to give myself some more range. Let's give myself 200 range. There we go. And also, I think that spray is a bit too much, so I'm going to give myself that, and also I'm going to give myself, you know, 30 damage per shot. There we go. Let's have a look at this now. That's straight as a laser. Absolutely no. I can spawn vehicle. Oh, hang on. There we go. Spawn vehicle 110 GDI underscore Wolverine. There we go. And we're back. Yeah, so there you go. This is we can basically balance the game using these tools to our heart's content really quickly. It's really nice. Definitely kind of reduces iteration time on patches and stuff. So yeah, only slightly OP. But yeah, basically Renegade's a nice hobby game for us to play on. Like, it's not generally about making the game look good or making it like a AAA game. It's more about having fun and seeing where we can experiment with the gameplay. And this engine offers us pretty much all of the tools we need to do what we want to do. So, fulfills our ambition. The Wed Hub server seems to be up again. Do you have to configure it? I think you should be able to join it if it's up. But yeah. Alright, yeah, we're going to finish up this stream in about 7 minutes time. Is there anything you guys want to see or you want to ask me before we finish up? Why do we call it Wed Hub? So the real name is W3D Hub, obviously, but a lot of us have started calling it WED because we know the WED as the WED engine and stuff like that. W3D because it's basically because the 3 looks like an E and WED's easier to say than W3D. So yeah, that's the deal. Max speed Mammoth Mark II. Okay, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it if this stops. Here we go. Alt tabbing me. There we go. Wednesday, yeah. But yeah. No, we call it Wed Hub because it's easier to say than W3D Hub. Why are there 2 mini-maps in the bottom left corner? That's a good question. I don't even actually know the answer to that question. Probably because the UI has been duplicated and messed with and all sorts of stuff. So when you say max speed hyper, what do you actually mean? Basically, if I turn off the aerodynamic drag coefficient, the largest number, maybe if I reduce the mass by a whole 20,000. We're skating on ice. Oh god. Right. Yeah, this is horrible. No, my favorite trick, my absolute favorite trick in the entire world to do with this is to edit the weapon. Is to go into recoil. No, not this. That's not recoil. No, it's the ammo. And then we do something along the lines of recoil velocity, recoil strength. Yeah, recoil strength. Yes. That's too much recoil. If we go down to 100. It probably works better with something like. It probably works better with something like the Titan, or maybe the. No, the hover MRLS. Yeah, you'll do it with that. Mechs are big and inherently hard to flip over, so.
Unit ready.
We'll do it. We'll give it a go. So, hit primary ammo, recoil strength, 100. This is just, it's kind of sad, really. I thought it would actually give me proper physics. Recoil? No. No, it's not. Yeah. No, there's a. Ah, no, this is the one. Recoil impulse. Yeah. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Here we go. We're off, boys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Just gonna leave that flying through space. Don't think there's a whatchamacallit set up on this map. You know, flight ceiling. That's the one. Right. If we go to edit weapon and we basically undo what we did earlier here, and then we do this recoil impulse. Where is it? Recoil impulse. Ah, there it is. Put it on 10. It's not enough. We need more. Let's times that by 5. Right.
Emitters charged.
Whoa. Welcome to Air Mammoth.
Emitters charged.
Also, I need to change the weapon on this. So it has, yeah, there you go. Clip size of -1. There we go. Oh no. that was not good. But yeah, you can see how this engine is super fun to just mess around in. Bet you don't get this stuff with Unreal. No, it's good. Unreal's probably got its own set of crazy debug tools. But yeah, this is always fun. But yeah, we are bang on the mark, 10:30, so I guess we will close the stream out now. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm just going to do a quick promo of all the stuff you've got to look forward to coming up for the rest of the week. Yeah, apologies again for all of the mishaps on the server with the DDoS attacks. Obviously beyond our control, but hey, we salvaged it in the end. We got ourselves a cool TSR 2.0 stream, and it's really nice to see all of your really nice comments about the game and stuff like that. So yeah, feel free to like us on Facebook. Head over to our website at www.w3dhub.com, and also head to our Discord. If someone could chuck that into the chat, I would be very appreciative. I'm not sure how many people are watching the stream at the moment, so yeah, it's really cool regardless. Thanks for joining. The chat seems really, really lively, so yeah, it's been really, really fun. Yeah, so to look forward to tomorrow, you've got Tiberian Sun Warzone. Saturday is DTA, Dawn of the Tiberian Mage. Sunday, you won't want to miss Renegade X Firestorm coming at you live from the deep, dark depths of Unreal 4. That one's going to be really special, so yeah, shout out to the team over at Renegade X Firestorm, who are going to absolutely knock it out of the park, I reckon. So you definitely want to check out that. It's a really flashy game. Tiberian Sun Rising as well. Assassin doing absolutely amazing work on that. I'm really looking forward to that personally on Monday. Next, you've got Tiberian Resurrection on Tuesday, Twisted Insurrection on Wednesday. It all rhymes, really. Tiberian Genesis, Centuries Project, another one of our favourites over here at W3D Hub. So yeah, you want to check that out on Thursday. That's in a week's time. On Friday, we've got the big Tiberian Sun tournament. So if you want to see Tiberian Sun being played at a high level, as you've never seen it been played before, be sure to tune in for that stream. Also, Tiberian Odyssey coming at you live on Saturday, the 28th of August, and then on Sunday we close out with Fading Dusk. If you would like to tune into these streams, they're not going to be here with us. They are going to be they're basically going to be on various different streaming channels. Be sure to check it out on Facebook. Facebook will have all of the answers on where you need to go to watch all of these streams across the week. So yeah, thanks for joining everyone, and yeah, hope to see you next time here on the stream for WedHub. Take it easy.